Hey everyone, Dan Hellweg here at Properties Real Estate. Today is the 19th. Yeah, let me double check that. We're coming up. It's almost the end of the year here, hitting 2023. I hope you guys are all in stride. But yeah, welcome to my market report Monday, and let's go ahead and get started. We're not going to go through any stats on this guy. It's the end of the year. Things are always a little bit skewed. Listings are down. Contracts are a little less, and that's okay. Of course, my clients were always on the search. They're still getting their updates. We're still having conversations for anything that they want to do, whether it's buy, if there's anything out there, or the ones who want to list. We're having the conversations of what that's going to look like heading into next year. So that being said, what are we looking at right now? First and foremost, we're still watching those rates. And the reason why my buyers know that doesn't even matter. They are positioned and they know what they're going to do. They know how they're going to either increase value, generate equity, make sure their investment stays intact. And of course, making sure that as time goes on, either the payments are going to decrease or that, they're living within them right now and they're comfortable. And again, at the time when it becomes the right time, they'll be able to adjust it and again, decrease them then. But why is that important? Why do we care about the rates? It's really more so because I care about the inventory. Somebody who's living in a house that maybe bought within the last 5-6 years still doesn't want to give up that 3% rate, because the lowest it was at that 2.4, 2.5. Those people probably aren't going to sell yet. They just bought within the last 2 years, too soon. So we're not worrying about them. We're not worrying if they're going to sell. We're not even trying to get them to sell, right? But the people who are probably wanting to sell now, who didn't sell, who bought within maybe again 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago, their rate is still a little bit better than it is now. And here's why that's important. They also bought their home at a lower price. Yes, of course, people always ask the question about price, and they ask if the market's going to go up or down, and they ask all these things. But you had the opportunity to buy 5 years ago and you didn't, and that's okay. So maybe that, Roscoe Village condo or that home in Bucktown that was, maybe a little bit less is a little bit more now. And since it's a little bit more with a higher rate, they don't want to be giving that up. So if there's, that Bucktown house that they bought for $750 is selling for $950 now. They might not want to sell because if they want to buy something similar, they're buying at a higher price, higher rate. So we watch the rates, because if they do go down, now your buying power has increased. So people who have those homes, they'll make those concessions because they might have to. They've been there for, again, like I said, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. Maybe they bought at a time they wanted to have children or maybe a kid, and now that kid's turned into children. They've had a few more since. They need a larger home. People's lives have changed, jobs have changed, circumstances, finances, everything has changed. So that's why we watch those kind of things. We're watching the job market. I feel like, tech has been taking a bit of a hit, and not surprisingly. So let's not say we're shocked with this. Tech has driven the market for the last 2.5 years since COVID. We lived in a tech-based world. Everything we did, what you're doing right now, you only did it on Zoom, on YouTube, on these things. You watched it. You were on live streaming. So of course everything went crazy for digital. Social medias were going, just insane, right? There's still all that is still popular, but tech industry has been taking a bit of a hit. But entertainment's been up. Obviously, travel tourism's been up. Local tourism, hospitality. All these things are great indicators of the actual economy. We don't want to rely on just one number. We don't want to look just to see, what's going on with the interest rates. We don't want to look at, how our overall, domestic products going, all that domestic income, GDP and stuff. We want to really base it on what is happening and why it happened, but then what will happen, right? We can't predict exactly what will happen, but we can take a good assessment and have good indications based on things that have occurred. So I'm not concerned about that. I think overall the economy is going to stay stable. It's still a little bit, fluctuation. That's okay. Watch the interest rates. If you plan on buying, watch where you're moving some of your money around, because you don't want to get stung. You don't want to be sitting in something. I think a lot of people, that made unfortunate. I don't want to say unfortunate, but people who move money into something like Bitcoin, yeah, that kind of was challenging. Bitcoin, again, cryptocurrency, digital currency, NFTs. Remember when that was all the rage? Yeah, now it's not. It's not going to become, unless there's something that really prompts it, unless there's a reason for it. So and it could become popular again. So I'm not going to eat my words on that because there's always a push. People are trying to make investments. There's unfortunate events that have occurred with a large company, FTX. But anyways, that's what's going on. Watch the next couple weeks. 2023, what we're watching for. So if you're watching this, you're in Chicago. That's where, of course, I am the agent that represents many of the neighborhoods. But we watch the weather. We watch it from a positioning. We watch it when we're selling. We're not going to list if we expect to get, a list on a Thursday if we expect to get a blizzard on a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Unless you really, really need a list, and that I can tell you how the positioning will be on your home. But if we need to get people through the doors, we don't want to have that market time. So we got to watch that. What else are we watching for? Again, lending, the ability to, what a home value is, what somebody's going to be paying for their monthly mortgage. We're watching what the positioning looks like, how equity is going to, go up and down for people. And that's, the common stuff. We're going to watch the economic reports. What else do we have going on? Political nature at this time is a little bit quieter. But other than that, the biggest thing is if you're looking to buy or sell, it's really going to come down to what you have or what you need. You're going to talk about how we're going to position yourself on either side. And if you're buying now, again, you're going to hear it over and over, not just from me, but get out there, see things. It's a lot easier to get on a speeding freight train when you got on when I was still in the station versus trying to get on one that's already at, full-fledged, 200 miles an hour. If they go that fast. But anyways, not here. But anyways, yeah, guys. So if you think about selling, same thing. Let's get positioned. Let's have that rock and roll ready. Great pictures, great, great staging, great photography, great marketing. Have it ready to go towards, all the agents that all sent out, all the things that come along with it, all the mailings, all the everything, the whole marketing suite. So it's ready. That's really about it. I didn't do one of these last week, so if you're watching this and you're wondering, and you got this far 7 minutes into, thanks for listening, watching me for 7 minutes. I swear that I'm gonna get these things so tight. But this one's live. The day was pretty crazy, so I just want to get it out there. I want you guys to feel good about where the market's at. Most importantly, if you have questions, anything specific, just let me know. Have a great rest of the year, a great end of 2022, a wonderful start to 2023. Whatever holiday you celebrate, have an amazing one. Celebrate with time. Celebrate with your family. Spend time. Enjoy the moment. And yeah, if you need anything, just let me know. All right, thanks, guys.